If your makeup looks heavy, it probably is not your makeup, it's probably your technique and your blending. And especially if you're over 40, this is where everything changes. The difference between makeup looking obvious and makeup looking seamless is all in the technique. So today I'm going to show you how to blend cream products with powder products to make them look seamless and make them look like your skin. Less product, more blending, that's today's whole theme so that you can get this type of look. And I want everything to look diffused, connected, and natural, so let's get into it. So the first step is going to be skin prep. If you want to see that video, I will link it down in the description box. But starting with hydrated skin, a milky essence is a must. So especially over 40, you have to have hydrated skin. It's not greasy skin, it's hydrated skin. So that makeup sits on the skin, but also stays hydrated while it's on your skin. So it looks like a second skin, if I can say skin a million times. And then for me, after my moisturizer, I recommend a luminosity product. This is my brand new love. It is a glowy SPF. And what this is going to do is it's going to illuminate the skin from underneath whatever you put on top of it. It's also SPF, but also in my book, an amazing skin prep for more mature skin. This is Skin Glow by Wise. Everything will be linked in the description box as well as ellleary.com. Now let's get into foundation. Pick your favorite formula. I have currently been using this foundation. It's M.pH, which is Mary Phillips's line. This is a very skin-like foundation, medium coverage. Blend on your back of your hand. Again, it's all about control. So I'm gonna take a pump or two, which usually I only use like about a pump or a pump and a half. I start with a brush. Pick your favorite foundation brush. Push that product into the brush and onto your hand. Yes, your hand's gonna get a little messy. Keep a paper towel next to you. I promise it's worth it. Start from the inside of your face, blending out, because we want the edges to look seamless. So that's where the least of the product should be. I do not put foundation directly under the eyes because we don't need an extra layer there. Now for me, again, I'm pushing it back into my hand. I need a little extra coverage here, so you're gonna add a little extra wherever you need it. And then whatever's left on my brush, I really didn't need 2 pumps, I just needed 1. I'm going to push to the edges of the face. And you can see I start with stippling motions and then a sweeping motion. Also, before we go into concealer, I will die on this hill. Dermaplaning every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, whatever your natural hair growth is a game changer, especially for more mature skin because that vellus hair does grow in a little bit thicker as we age. This is going to be a game changer for the absorption of your skincare as well as how your foundation and other products lay. Trust me. Okay, let's pop into some concealer. This one is by Maxine's Revenge. It is a concealer that's been designed to stretch. Again, we're gonna go not onto our face, we're gonna go onto the back of our hand. And again, the reason being is you start with a little bit of product and then add. Take your favorite concealer brush and we're gonna tap it right into here. I want you to let this sit so it can kind of thicken up. It'll give you more coverage. And I'm gonna take a little bit around my nose. Now, if you wanna lean into my strategic concealing technique, you can absolutely do this right now, which is where you take a concealer that is your skin tone and you conceal little spots that might need a little extra attention. Today, skin is behaving, don't need to do that. And look, I have hardly any concealer left on my hand, so you're not wasting anything. Now, sometimes through the makeup application, I like to rehydrate. This is by Strivectin. You can use a rehydrating spray. I like to use this one as well, not a setting spray. And what this does, it just puts moisture back into the skin. It helps with blending the cream products we're going into next. Now for bronzer, contour, I use the Westman Atelier. It's one product basically. I put it on the back of my hand. Can you see the trend here? I'm using a BK Beauty 113 brush, and we are doing it before our concealer so that we can blend everything together and it looks seamless. So as we age, we're gonna want to bring this up slightly higher than where we put it when we were younger. And into the hairline, around the face. Now we're gonna go back into our concealer brush and gently start to tap and feather out. I'm gonna bring this into the inside corner of the eye to open that up. And then whatever's left on the brush, we're going to bring under that lash line. And I'm gonna bring this up to the temple as well to bring that eye up. Then you're gonna take your foundation brush and just ever so slightly tap it around that bronzer to soften edges and bring all those steps together. Now we're gonna go to a cream blush. This one is by Rose, and we're gonna again put it on the back of our hand like this. And I'm gonna use the same brush I used for my bronzer, and we're going to just gently, lightly, not huge, lightly smile. And I'm gonna start up here on the cheek and then gently bring it down. And you can see I'm using tapping motions. We are gonna leave this part free. I know that the new trend is to bring your blush like up to your eyeball. We want to bring it up, but not into this area right here. To me, an essential tool is a beauty blender. So now that our concealer has had a chance to sit for a little bit, my face has moved, I'm gonna take a beauty blender, has nothing on it. It is very lightly damp. And we're just gonna go under this eye, and we're gonna pick up any excess product. We are not pushing very hard. We're not doing this for very long. It helps with creasing. Now we're gonna take a loose setting powder. I have finally found one that I love. This is the House Labs powder. Big, large, fluffy brush, and tap this all over. I do not do a heavy pack of this. I do not bake. If you choose to do that, to each their own. I do it very, very lightly. And I'm going over my blush and bronzer. Now we're gonna go in with our mist, our rehydrating mist. We're gonna take that powderiness away. I am gonna go into the Hourglass bronzer. We're just going to reinforce a little bit of that bronze. Now, layering is essential when you're trying to get this beautiful, diffused, layered, effortless look. It's also very important when we're talking about staying power of our makeup all day. Now I'm gonna go into Charlotte Tilbury's Cheek to Sheet. Absolutely use a Hourglass blush right here, but I have a tendency to like one that has just a very soft glow for this technique. Apples, bringing it back up. I'm gonna take my powder brush and just gently diffuse this line right here. I'm going to use a finishing powder. This one's by Morphe. You can use the Hourglass one that we have used for years. And I'm just gonna set where I need brightness, which is for me in the center of my face. Oh, look at that ethereal glow. Stunning. Now this step's gonna be your best friend. Take your beauty blender and roll in your kind of nasal labial folds to catch any excess foundation. And it's a rolling technique. And then I'm gonna pop a cheek highlighter-ish on here. This is the Glowgasm by Charlotte Tilbury, just ever so slightly. You can use Pillow Talk here. Same brush for the blush and bronzer. And it just gives that extra little something special. Okay, last two steps. I just finished the rest of my makeup. I just popped a little bit of the new Kosas gloss on. And then the finishing step will always be a little bit of rehydrating spray. And so here is the final look. Everything looks a part of my skin. So I hope you use these tips the next time that you really feel that your makeup is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yes, your hand might look all messy on the back, and it might take a little bit more time than usual, but I promise you, you will get this flawless look every single time. Let me know if you want me to do the eye version next. I'd be happy to do it for you. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.